Habs versus Picasso.
Hello again.
Nalagis front, Waleyriors. Make some noise, Ilong tayo.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. And next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. Down low, it's Green and Bogut, and it's Barnes in at the three.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Now here is Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a three. Shot's good.
He could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
On defense, Cleveland. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
And Curry, here we go. That's good. Bogut got his first 2 points.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
Irving against Curry. Again, the Cavaliers score. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. He dishes it to Barnes. From 10 feet out. That one rolling around and rims out.
He probably tried to do a little too much there. That was good defense.
It's LeBron with the drive, and the shot is good.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry with it. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Bogut. The 11-footer. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry. He went with Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Nice job again that time with adding to the lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. And Shumpert slams it in.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Now here's Curry. Now the pass to Bogut. It's Curry with the drive. And the shot is good. Curry's got 5 now.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
Irving against Curry. On the wing, Irving. He has 5. Out to Shumpert. Lock at 6. No one covering. He's got 7.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Nobody near Barnes. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
On the wing, James. Covered by Barnes. Releases. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from 3-point range.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with. Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
Opportunity swap here for Cleveland. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. He comes in for Harrison Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Williams. The leader with 4 seconds on the clock. Livingston, that's good.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Here's Williams. And no good trying to get that one. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
The heck?
Cleveland leading by 6.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think
Oh,
they're
boy.
proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Williams is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Miller in at the small forward. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Andre Iguodala is sneaky good. He said they say numbers never lie. I'm the opposite. I think numbers always lie. My game having a huge impact. It may not show up on the stat sheet, but if you watch closely, you'll see it. And Kevin, Draymond Green said, every team needs an Andre Iguodala. He is such a smart player. He does everything. Guys?
Green, a smart player in his own right. Thanks, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. LeBron, he's checked in for Verija. Jefferson comes in for Miller, and Irving subbed in for Williams. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, James, and that one's good. LeBron's got the lead for 9 now for Cleveland. And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning. Some of that is the new CBA. But regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000. And they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets. They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Livingston passes to Pete. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Green. Harrison Barnes comes in for P. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now, here is Irving. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Curry kicks to Barnes. Shot is off. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Curry against James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Steve, one thing that really stands out last season, at least from a statistical point of view, was how efficient Ron was from on the floor. I mean, just insane.
Well, his field goal percentage has now gone up 7 consecutive seasons, Kevin. So, he's doing away with the long twos. He's only taking good threes, or he's trying to get to the rim. So it's the decision-making that goes into those field goal attempts that has made the difference.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Second shot opportunity. Here's Thompson. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Bogut dishes to Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
And earlier in his career, LeBron was much more perimeter-oriented. His shot selection and style of attack was much more like point guard. Now he'll post up twice as much. He shoots fewer jumpers. And that's really been the key to his success and to his efficiency.
Now Curry, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Richard Jefferson. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Williams in for Matthew Dellavedova. And that one's good. James.
And for LeBron, with the strength advantage he possesses pretty much every game, the low block is truly the best way to exploit it. He's become one of the best low post wing players in the league.
Thompson against Shumpert. Blocked.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Miller's checked in. Love kicks to Miller. On the wing, Williams.
The fuck is Miller here?
Moving it around. Here's Love. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and has put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. I remember last season when Tyson Chandler had remarks about Love's defense, and Love just brushed it off. It's something he's heard before and has followed him, even his rise to the highest ranks of the NBA.
I think it's been a bit of an overhyped and overstated problem for him. I mean, he does so much more on the court than people think. I don't think he'll ever be an NBA All-Star defender, but he's more than capable of holding his own at that end of the floor.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Curry. He's got 7. Dishes to Barnes. Back to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State. And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers ahead.
Yes, Kevin.
May interview pa.
Now the third quarter about to get going. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And what was most impressive was that
And
his
first quarter
decision-making
lang.
and shot taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut, and it's Curry in at the 1.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
You think of the Warriors as a really strong team, and they are, but this might surprise you a bit. They had trouble with teams in the East. Lost to some of those teams in the Eastern Conference you would have expected them to beat last year.
What a finish with that hoop.
Warriors trail by 7. There's the dish to Bogut. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, the Warriors had some off shooting nights, certainly, as you guys were talking about, against the East. Definitely gave up some games because of it last year.
Well, and as poor as they actually shot against the East, the Warriors still won 20 games against the conference. So it just shows you how talented this club is.
And so here's Cleveland. The Warriors making the shot. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. James has got 19 points.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. First team foul. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The drive by Green. Pass to Barnes. With the shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Warriors trail by 9. Curry passes to Barnes. And the layup is good. Barnes has got 9. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
Now Curry, following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And that one's good. Barnes.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. James misses. Now Curry. Thompson, left side. Wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Now it's just a 3-point Cavalier lead. Irving kicks to Mozgov. James outside. And they double him up with LeBron. Irving from long range. There's Mozgov. Can't get it to go. Nice D for Bogut. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Warriors trail by 3. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Green with a screen on Irving. The drive by Green, and good on the basket. Book it.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Nice shot by James.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And at this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it. Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And the shot is good. Spades has got 6 points.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Iguodala against James. Kicks to Irving. The feed to Love. The jump hook, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Warriors trail by 5. Spades with a screen on Irving. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Outside Irving. What a play. Simply trains it in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Cavaliers lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, today it comes from one of the men in the middle. Kevin, let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense, diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longley.
Ah, the Australian.
Yes. Big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
The number 1 pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Love in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Well, Steve, for a long time last year, the Warriors really didn't have a true backup point guard. You know, they started the year with Tony Douglas, but eventually traded him as the season went on. And I think part of that, and I'd love to hear what you have to say, is because they thought that Dre could run the second unit.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that was some of the thinking there. And they did bring in some new guys, but that's one of the luxuries of having Iguodala on your team. He plays multiple positions. I think you can use him as a backup point in some cases, but his big weapon is defensively locking people up and then running the floor where he is a devastating force.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside. Here's James. Looking for Shumpert. He gets it there. He kicks to Dellavedova. Knocks down the 3 ball.
With Iguodala, even with the first unit, he could handle playmaking duties a fair amount, which helped Curry do what he could do. They really did complement each other in that manner.
The drive by Green. Can't cash in the 10-foot jumper.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Well, there are a few wingmen who can handle the ball and make plays like Iguodala can. Even though his assist numbers weren't as high last year, As they have been in the past, he showed he can efficiently act as a point guard for long stretches of time.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 23 points and several assists. This is some performance we're witnessing out of him.
This is a night to remember for sure, guys.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say, oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Martin?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
That's blocked.
I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a +10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboard.
Love, no good.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And it's good.
Joe.
Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So we'll see Steph Curry go to the line right here. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. LeBron passes to Shumpert. Back to James. Outside Shumpert. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound in this one. James with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Warriors trail by 12. Bogut with a screen on Irving. A shot by Johnson, and no one's around. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
James, and again, it's Cleveland.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Curry dishes to Green. Barnes passes to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Curry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the 3-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets. And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Cavaliers.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
And the first one at the line is good.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
And Mozgov, offensively, can get you some nice second-chance buckets.
Yeah, I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can knock down the 3-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy. Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Miller comes in for James. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Wallace is checked in for Golden State.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
From beyond the arc, and the Warriors miss again. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind when you get in this kind of a rhythm like we saw in this basketball game?
It's a zone you get into, and it's kind of unexplainable, and you try to go out there and you feel like there's nothing that you can't do.
That's my referee.
The momentum just continue to go throughout the whole quarter.
Yung referee.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our
Referee
great
siguro
2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, LeBron James.
Yeah, tembakau. Yeah. This owner decided. That's it, folks.